So look, man, I just got out of work, right? I was at work, bro. And I was looking at a video about this nigga. I seen a little clip of Rashad Mccants saying some crazy shit, boy. I was like, is this nigga hearing himself, bro? Like, what? Let me go ahead and show y'all what I'm talking about, man.
10 to 2014, returned to the Cavs and played 2014 to 2018, and signed with the Lakers and played from 2018 to 2026. All right, Skip, let's get started with you because this is your guy, this is your favorite guy. What do you think is next for LeBron James? You want Cemetery to do this? He's gonna be everybody bad regardless, whichever way he go, you or me. All right. So Brandon, I got a kick out of the fact that Rich Paul is saying this morning that he and LeBron informed the Lakers they're going elsewhere. The truth is, the Lakers have been informing LeBron all along for the last month. They're moving on without him because they were offering so little money that he had no choice but to go elsewhere. And Luka did not want LeBron James back with the Lakers. And Luka posted, I think it was on X, some statement, I don't know, about it's been an honor and a privilege to play with you and learn from you. And I'm sure there's a part of Luka that believes that. That was genuine, authentic Luka, because he does love and appreciate the game of basketball and the genius IQ level of LeBron James. I think he came to admire greatly, but he also came to resent greatly that he had to share the Lakers stage with LeBron James and all that LeBron brings in the way of aura and mystique.
Skip, how you gonna put that in that man's mouth, bro? Man ain't say that shit, man.
An all-time leading scorer, and Luka had just had enough of it. And clearly the Lakers have committed to Luka contractually as the new face of the franchise, and clearly, and painfully clearly, they just gave Austin Reeves his money, and they gave him lots of money, and they committed to Austin Reeves as the best buddy of Luka, and they have a very deep kinship friend.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think Austin Reeves should have got that money, bro. That much at least, bro. That nigga freeze in the playoffs every year, dog. And don't get me wrong, he go crazy in the regular season. He nice, he lemon daddy, all that in the regular season. When them playoffs come for that nigga ain't shit. Feel me? That nigga ain't shit when these playoffs come, fam. Real talk, bro. Like, man, I ain't even gonna talk too much about it.
Sometimes it gets a little weird. They seem so close, but whatever. They're like this, and Luka came to enjoy playing with Austin more than he was enjoying playing with LeBron. So Luka got the Luka era is now fully, completely, utterly launched with AR as his little buddy sidekick. And that's who the Lakers are going to be going forward. And they want to have some flexibility left to be able to add a few little pieces. I don't think they're going to be big, but they're going to be little to fill out the rest of their roster. And now it's up to LeBron to go wherever it is. I just want to make this point that you and I went back and forth on. You were a big proponent of Golden State from the start. You have campaigned for that for what, a week or so?
Yep.
And I got it. I still think they would be the Olden State Warriors, the Golden Oldies, but the one part of the one piece of the puzzle I could not understand was why the Wizards would trade a Rich Paul client, a clutch client in Anthony Davis to Golden State when the Wizards have been trying to sell
We got Anthony Davis, and we signed Trae Young, and we drafted AJ, and here we go, and we might even have a playoff team next year, right?
Yeah.
And I just saw on ESPN via Mark Spears, for whom I have great respect, he's reporting that the Wizards will not trade Anthony Davis.
Yep.
So the whole notion of this super old team, but super team reuniting in Golden State is already a thing of the past because that part is not happening. Now, Lamar wants to play with Steph and Draymond. That's cool. And maybe they could bring Clay back and try to run it all back. But
Resign
Porzingis, which is not bad. And they, for what it's worth, Al Horford's 40 years old. And he takes great care of himself, and I'm sure he can still produce at a fairly high level. He's sort of a LeBron-esque in his capacity to continue to produce at an advanced age, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's what you're going to have to work with. Do I love it? I don't love it. Will I watch it?
I'm just trying to hear this Rashad. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. I'm trying to hear this little clip I seen at work, bro. Then I'm off this whole fine, cause I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm sleepy here. I be on stream in the morning though, before I go to work again. But I'm just trying to hear this dummy right here take.
But do we need that? Like, it's not that we needed that. You can't take away from what he accomplished here in LA when it comes down to showcasing his talents. And you're talking about surpassing greats, breaking records. You're talking about giving LA something to come to the gym and cheer for, night in, night out.
Okay.
This is the LeBron James show, right? But the one thing he didn't do is he didn't deliver the parade that LA has been waiting for since Kobe's 2010 season.
He couldn't,
right? Because we were all trying not to die during that time.
Yeah.
So it really didn't do nothing for the fan base. You know, we were able to see Kobe bring 5 championships, 5 parades to the city of Los Angeles. So when you talk about, you know, what we expected, we didn't get to see none of that. And so it's not a huge knock on LeBron because it is a team game, but you are the leader and you did come here to win champions.
What the fuck, nigga? He won. Bruh, you talking about the damn parade, man. The nigga won. Nigga was out here almost half dead and covered, bruh. What the fuck? With COVID? Man, come on, fam.
Championships. So for the last 8 years, to move on again to the next team and not come back and not secure or end your career here, which I think everybody was expecting or at least wanted to happen because who ever seen a guy play 25 years in the NBA? So we never seen that. So the fact that he's going to another team again after not winning the championship again, to me, that's just another reason for me to keep going the way I go about having expectations for him. I have high expectations for LeBron.
Nigga, he won. What are you talking about? He won. He won the championship with the Lakers. What you talking about, cuz? You sound dumb.
And so for him to finally get off the team that I used to root for because I had high expectations for Kobe and how he ended his career, I did not like. I did not like it on the losing end and the injuries and all those things. So I never gave him credit for that.
Yeah.
That fall off was not good, and it didn't feel good for me. And it don't feel good right now, like seeing that LeBron's got to leave again. And that's just another thing that I can add to the conversation about why he's not.
Nigga, he was old. Kobe my favorite player too, nigga. He was old. What the fuck? What you do? You was young, ain't do shit, nigga. What?
To go. You left here, you left here, you left here, you left here on losses. So for you not to bring a championship here and leave, that will be cool. That's like, at least you gave us a parade. You give LA a parade, LA will immortalize you. And the fact that
Boy, your ass over here talking about a parade and he gave y'all as a championship. You see how ungrateful y'all niggas be, bro? Ungrateful
That he wasn't
motherfuckers,
able to
man.
deliver that says something. And in the last 8 years,
How that's
regardless of the
his fault?
stats and the accomplishments that he's done, we've been able to see what he's truly made of, what he brings to the table, his longevity, his endurance, and just being able to fight through all the old shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But after that, it's just, to me, it's just another move. It's another move, another page in the movie, another ask for watch me here, you know. And now we're going into free agency for the summer. We got to talk about LeBron for the rest of the summer. And everybody's like, well, Rashad, what are you going to do when LeBron retires? I'm like, we'll find out when he fucking retires. Like, until then, I'm going to be on your fucking neck, my guy.
But can we say that before LeBron got there, the Lakers were looking
Rebuilding.
Were they rebuilding, or were they going into a direction where they were lost?
You remember who they had to give up to get LeBron.
Who did they have to give up to get LeBron?
They had Julius Randle, they had Clarkson, they had Kuzma, they had a bunch of guys that they felt like Brandon Ingram
And Lonzo Ball.
They had a core. They were looking towards moving
And
towards.
they had Magic Johnson running the show.
And Magic wanted to make certain moves.
So you don't think LeBron coming to the Lakers, he revamped them and helped them?
Revamped, I wouldn't say that, because the team that they revamped with and won with, they didn't bring back. If they bring that team back, they win 2-3 titles. Then we're having a totally different conversation about LeBron James. So the fact you didn't bring back Dwight Howard, Boogie Cousins, JaVale McGee, J.R. Smith, Danny Green, management, yeah. So the fact that they didn't run it back and left LeBron just with him and AD to try to figure it out, it just didn't help for him. It didn't help for his legacy. It didn't help for any of those things, because that team.
How is that, nigga? Rashad, how is that his fault, nigga? Do you hear yourself? How is that his fault that the management didn't run it back? Huh? Nigga just confused the fuck out of me, fam. How is that LeBron fault that the management didn't run it back with that team? Nigga, what?
Compared to the team that they had before that team, it was like, damn, LeBron came in with a bunch of bullshit, and he has to figure it out. Then they got that team, and it's like the Beatles, and then you lose those guys, and you never go back to that. So that's a drop off. Like you should be able to nitpick at that type of thing because it's a real thing. It ain't like it's not a real thing.
Okay, so what grade would you give LeBron?
Hold on, time out. If we doing nitpicking at certain shit like that, you feel me? What happened before Jordan got Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Kukoc, all them niggas like that, you feel me? Wasn't he getting his ass busted? So you ain't gonna count that against him? What about when he was in Washington? You ain't gonna count that against him? See, y'all niggas be some bozos, man.
For his LA Laker tenure here, what overall is, what was it, 8 years? What's your 8-year grade for LeBron James in LA?
If I can give him like a B++, A-, I would. B++.
That high after everything you just said?
Yes,
B++,
because he's still LeBron.
Okay.
He's still LeBron. He still has and has done all the things that he's done. So giving him a C or a D that would just be plain hating. And I am a hater, but I'm going to give respect where respect is due. The championships matter to me. Okay. 24 years, 4 championships. That matters.
Okay.
LA, 8 years, 1 championship. That matters. But knowing that they blew up that team that could have got him 2 or 3 championships, him trying to find his way out with him and AD, who's going to be the 1, who's going to be the 2, and then finally playing with Luka and not knowing how to adjust to playing the third role. It's tough. I can't give him an A+, but B++ if I could. I'd give him B++.
I'm gonna give him an A-.
A-?
Yeah, A-.
Because?
just like I said before, I think the Lakers were cooked, and they needed to revamp. He came in when the city was down, and they needed something new. He brought a ring in. They got a ring. They went to the Western Conference Finals, I think maybe twice, or in his 8 years, once or twice. Under Darvingham, another new coach.
Am I forgetting? I just remember the Denver. What am I forgetting? Well, they went in the bubble. Yeah.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
You know, he broke the all-time scoring record in the Lakers uniform, and he kept the Lakers at a high value. So to me, yeah, I'm gonna give him an A minus just coming here towards the end of his career and still making the best of it.
Okay. I'm not hating. I'm just truth telling. I'm going to give LeBron James for his 8 years in LA a C because of my expectation for LeBron in Lakerland, in Hollywood, where I think he was born to play basketball. I think it's crushing his soul that he can't finish his career with the Lakers. That's just me.
So like a flat C, like not C plus, like a flat.
I'm doing flat C, and I'm going to explain. Okay, so in these 8 years, this is what's happened. The Lakers have missed the playoffs twice. They have been swept twice in the playoffs in these 8 years.
That's 4.
They have been gentlemen swept twice in these 8 years.
That's 6.
And now let's look quickly at the Mickey Mouse Championship that he did win. And you correctly, to me, dismissed it. You didn't even give it a parade because we were all trying to figure out how to survive 2020. So what happened was, obviously, LeBron at an advancing age, though he's obviously at every stage, he's, because of his incredible longevity, he's the longevity king, he's the Iron Man, but he's still playing at a very high level in 2020, but he got 4 months off, 4 months to get ready just for the playoffs. Well, come on, man. He had a supreme advantage in 2020 where he got to just unwind, revitalize, get his body completely right, not for the regular season, because when they got to Orlando, what they play like 2 regular season games, and then they went, right? And here we go. And by 2/3 of the way through the bubble, most teams just didn't want to be there anymore, especially the Los Angeles Clippers, who, by the way, were the Vegas favorites to win the championship that year with Kawhi and Paul George at their peaks, right?
Yep.
We'll talk about Kawhi in just a minute, getting traded back to Toronto. But this is Kawhi in his early years with the Clippers where he was it.
Yeah.
And they were it until they revolted and mutinied on Doc Rivers. And remember, they're up 3-1 on Joker and the Nuggets, and they blow it.
Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, they had a nice stack.
Yeah. And my friend Jared Dudley said at that point on a podcast, he said, them boys didn't want to be in no bubble. They just didn't, because if they had been committed, they were better than the Lakers. But the Lakers got to push through Denver, and Anthony Davis played great. So did LeBron. LeBron played very well. But then they get the Heat, and they're just way better than Jimmy Butler and the Heat at that point.
Yeah.
Especially with Anthony Davis, because Bam's no answer for AD. And I can't, did that go 6 or 5? I think it just went, was it 5? I can't remember.
It might have been 5.
But it was fairly easy for them to win what I call a Mickey Mouse championship that they couldn't even command a parade because we're in a pandemic. Okay, so now what has happened since the Mickey Mouse championship? In playoff games, I'm not making this up, I'm not exaggerating. LeBron James, since the bubble, in playoff games is 16-26. Of all the players who have played in the playoffs over these years since the bubble, that winning percentage, which is 38%, that ranks dead last in the NBA in winning percentage in the postseason. Because he's played a good number of games, but he's won very few, 16-26. And remember what happened when they did get, in a non-pandemic year, they got to Joker and company in the conference finals.
Yep.
And they got their asses swept right out of the playoffs because in In all 4 games, the games are close within a.
Man, check. Y'all see this bullshit, man. Y'all see what I want to react to, man. But yeah, man. Y'all boy holler at me tomorrow, man. I'll be on stream. I'll probably be playing a few games or something, you feel me? But y'all boy holler at me. Peace.